Hi, One Best React Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. Today is Tuesday, May 17th. This is the MLB Odds Couple show. Mike Brenner, we got a full slate of 15 games. Yesterday there wasn't a whole lot that I was really liking. Today there's a lot that I'm liking. A lot of bets I made on the overnights. A lot of other bets that I'm going to make on the second half, first half, stuff like that. Yeah, it's a card that looks pretty fruitful, at least on paper, as we sit here. Who knows? Could turn out to be a big negative unit day. But let's throw the record up. Mike Brenner, overall, your record is excellent. You made a tenth of a unit yesterday, 2-2, but had a run line
out with Boston too. Yeah.
So how's everything going in baseball for you? You feeling good about it?
I'm feeling good about it. I've just got a lot going on with the NBA and everything, but starting to get a feel for these teams, these pitchers, and going to start cutting back on my amount of games. I'm going to start picking quality spots and start hammering it.
Whatever you want to do, whatever you got to do. So far, your ROI is about just shy of 6%, which of course is freaking awesome.
Productive.
All right, so let's go. Tuesday, May.
How about you though? How you feeling about this MLB season?
Pretty good. Of course, I'm tweeting out. That's where all my picks that I'm sure of go. My Twitter ROI is about 6% overall on the year. About
you
150.
Are definitely picking up steam on Twitter.
Yesterday I tweeted out the over that I liked, and I was going to tweet out a couple more overs in that game, but I was in a mosquito war in my house, and I was trying to catch these damn mosquitoes.
I thought you were going to say you didn't have the balls to pull the trigger and say that shit's done.
Because it slipped my mind that these friggin' Cleveland games are a 6 o'clock start, not a 7 o'clock start.
Okay.
And
I was like, get on your toes, pistol.
I'll fight these mosquitoes, and I'll sit down at 6:15 and make all my tweets, and then the game had already started.
Speaking of Twitter, I want to throw a shout out to Kenny Varner. He was my 1,000th follower yesterday on Twitter. That means a lot to me. I won't forget it. Yeah, he was my 1,000th follower yesterday. So pretty proud of that.
Followers. You're a social media juggernaut, Mike.
Well, you're right behind me, Pistol Pete. I saw yours too.
All right. So let's see. What do we got? 15 games on the card. Let's jump right into it. First one, I think we'll throw this out, but let's just mention it. Clayton Kershaw, minus 320. It opened at minus 285. Now it's all the way up to into the threes. Certainly understandable why that would be. Is that bettable? Maybe so. I don't know. It's hard to imagine Jared Weaver coming out on the positive side against Kershaw, maybe for an inning or two, but over 7 innings, no way, right?
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, that may be something you want to look at as far as alternative run line, but it just doesn't even make sense for me to do a run line, or I'm just not going to do it. So I'm staying away from that one, buddy. All
right, then another one that I did touch on the overnight line, but I'm not sure if I would touch it now, is Cincinnati at Cleveland.
You had a good call on that yesterday, buddy.
Well, I did take Cleveland on the run line, but it was minus 190 on the money line for the opener. That's what I hit it at. Now it's gotten bet way up to minus 240.
Okay.
I can't give it this one because Alfredo Simon, he's kind of tricky. He obviously sucks big time, but he does, like in his last start, he gave up 3 hits, only 3 hits. All of them home runs, though. The guy's, I'm just saying, he's just like a freaky guy. I like to bet against him, but when the line climbs too high, it's just, I can't do it.
Maybe that's a warning sign you stay off, but 3 hits and they're all home runs. Damn, he's got some issues.
It was just like a bad start. He's probably going to give up. That means it's weird that he had like a 0-0-0 bad BIP in that start.
Yeah, maybe he'll bounce back strong today.
Which is hard to do unless you throw a no-hitter. Yeah, I know. It's just the line is a little bit too high, but that's what I definitely took on the overnight. Let's see. What else did I take? All right, I'll tell you one that I did take. Not sure what I think about it now. I took the over 8.5 actually, and now it's up to 9 in the Baltimore game, Seattle and Baltimore. Let's see what the line is right now. Of course, that one is Miley and Jimenez, and now it's up to 9, about minus 105 is the line that you can get right now.
I'll tell you what, Jimenez is prime shape to get roped.
Yeah.
And Seattle's one of the better road teams in baseball right now.
I mean, it's not like he's been pitching that great up till now.
Yeah, I know. And he's just, I'm telling you, that might be sharp. You might even want to get a first half over.
All right, I'll give it. Because if I didn't give it, it would be mostly a matter of balls. I mean, I bet
we ain't going there
I bet it big on the overnight. I got 8.5, which I'm very happy about. And right now, I will
pull the trigger, Pistol.
I'll take 9, and I'm going to have to take minus 110 on the Pinnacle line. So that's kind of a highlight. But no, I think
that's a sharp
considering
call.
the starters, considering the lineups, I'll take it overnight. That's one pick for me. Let's see. Then here's another one I bet on the overnight, and it's also an interesting game. We'll see what you have to say about it. Scherzer and Syndergaard, right?
Yeah.
Now I previewed this game with Ian Cameron on the overnights, and at that point it was about minus 115. I gave the opinion that Scherzer might be in for for a regression here from his last start.
Because that last game was lights out, and that's typically a pattern for a lot of pitchers.
And even if he's not, Syndergaard can easily match him.
Easy.
And Syndergaard can out hit. You know, Syndergaard hit 2 home runs in his last start.
He looked like a maniac, and then I saw him running the streets like Captain America on a video. Seriously,
this guy is a freaking beast.
I like him. He's good for baseball. He's got a great attitude. Yes, he's not afraid to swing the bat. And in college and high school, he was a he was a home run king. So, hey.
I mean, the guy is a beast. I did take the Mets.
He's liable to get a home run or two today.
Yeah, so. I did take the Mets on the overnight, and you know what I did? I took him on the -1 line because the positive line was like plus 80, 180 or something. The wind is blowing out a little bit. I also took a small shot with the over 6.
So what are you going to do about here, though, Pistol Pete? Come on.
Yeah, you get right to the point here.
Damn right I do.
All right, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll tell you what I will do. Again, if I don't take it, it would be a matter of balls. So I will take it. I'll take the Mets -1 on the run line, -1. The money line part of that will be -125, and the run line part of that will be plus 183. Those are both current Pinnacle lines.
Pistol Pete, put it out there.
That should come out to about plus 130, I think, for the -1 line.
Yeah.
All right, and let's see. What else did I take? Well, you have some picks for us, right? How many picks do you have?
Yeah, I do. I've got 4 games that I'm involved with today. I like the Tigers, against the Twins. Pelfrey, I know he's nothing to write home about. These are actually 2 bad pitchers.
No, he's terrible.
Yeah, and Hughes is on the mound. But what I do like is Brad Ausmus, the manager, he's under fire right now. And the other day, he just went off and got ejected, and it fired up the team. It came back and got a big win. So I think that pours over to today. At home against the Minnesota team that's just bad. So I love this. The full game money line is -112. That's what it was.
We can give you. What can we give you? We could give you. Let's give you -108 at Pinnacle.
Okay, -108. But then I started looking and I said, you know what? I think this is going to be a run line gem.
Exactly.
And Heritage had plus 171. I don't know if it's still hanging at 171.
The run line. Well, we can give you plus 174 at Pinnacle.
Okay. Well, then by God, that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to do the full game money line. I'm going to do the full game run line, Pistol Pete.
As you were saying that, I was. I mean, in general, with Detroit games, whether I'm betting on them or against them, I'm looking to take the plus money because I mean, Detroit probably they could easily lose this one, but if they win, it's probably because the offense explodes.
Absolutely, and Phil Hughes probably going to get rocked. So that's my first play.
Detroit plus 174. Okay, I certainly can see it. All right, now there's another play. Probably this is one here, but this is one I bet on the overnights, and you probably agree with it. The Chicago Cubs, right? It's just like a no-brainer on paper. They're a big favorite, and actually, I got them on the opening line. I got them at minus 165, 170. Now it's up to 180, 185. It's just on paper. I mean, Milwaukee's been terrible. They're terrible at home. The Cubs have been great on the road. The starting pitching matchup probably favors the Cubs. It's a no-brainer, maybe at its value. What do you think?
I'm staying off of it. But it does kind of look like the no-brainer. But something told me today, San Diego just may show up with some bats.
So it's Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. And also the Cubs have shown they're getting, they're normal. They're not just super. Of course, it's a long season, but
they're not a team with 9 Noah Syndergaards.
Yeah, exactly. But, and they'll probably walk away with that win. But I'm staying off that one, Pete. I liked a few others that jumped out at me.
Yeah, man, that is very tempting. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to pass on that game for now for the purpose of this video. But I may have, when more information we have closer to first pitch, I may have some tweets on this one. Might be the over, might be the Cubs team total over, might be the Cubs on the run line.
You're liable to put 5 of them out there in one game.
Very, very possibly. All right, now let's go to another one. Maybe this involves one of your picks. Zach Greinke, once again, making a start at home. I've been saying from day one, I've had a great read on Greinke, right?
Yep.
I'm willing to go on him when he's against a weak hitting team in a pitcher-friendly park. But when he's in any other situation, I'm going against him.
Yeah.
The Yankees, I'm not keen on betting on that team, but I did bet the over 8.
No, that I like that. I like that. If I'm correct, Pineda's pitching today.
Pineda, and he's a guy who can give it. And the Arizona bats woke up.
Yes, they did finally. But now I'm anxious to see what Greinke will do. I'm staying off him. $31 million contract this guy signed, and he has not produced whatsoever. He knows it though, and he's made some comments that he needs to get better. So I'm going to sit back until he does, Pistol Pete. I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
That one I'm going to have to wait to see more information. But I definitely might have a tweet on that one. On the over.
I'm sure you will. You'll have something to say about it.
Yeah. All right, and then let's see. What else do we have here? A lot of it. All right, well, hit us with another pick.
All right, well, I'm going back to one of my plays yesterday that got rained out, and I still think the pitching matchup is the same.
Yeah.
And I like Boston. I'm going full game money line. It was minus 123, Pete.
Yes, that's what you get. Bookmaker DSI, the Chris books.
I think that's really good value. Again, Porcello's on the mound. All right, he has his moments when he can get hit. But I just like Boston. They're focused. Big Poppy got a couple days off. Their lineup should be on fire today. And center fielder, Jack Jackie Bradley, this kid's just swinging the bat like nobody's business. So I think it continues. Ventura can get roped, and Kansas City, they're struggling. Alex Gordon in a big slump, and this team doesn't have the answer offensively. So I'm all over Boston. Go Red Sox, full game money line, baby.
Okay, that sounds good. And then let's see. Oh, here's another one that I bet on the overnights, and let's see what you have.
How many did you bet overnight, Pistol Pete?
I'm telling like 10 or 12.
Jesus.
And
you can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them.
One thing that you called very early, which was quite impressive, was a reversal of the Phillies money train, which I think most of us would have seen come, would have expected to come at some point.
Yeah.
You almost nailed it to the day.
Yeah.
And I bet the over in that one. I bet the over 7. Velasquez and Chen might both give up a few runs. You don't have to get really crushed to get over 7.
Yeah.
And I also took Miami on the money line. I'm sorry, on the run line in that one as well. I bet them last night.
They covered my run line last night too. And
Yep, I wound up betting that as well. And that was a big winner for you. I wound up being on that myself. What do you think about him tonight? Velasquez is a good starter, but you know.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm staying off. He's due actually for a really good game to straighten up some of the miscues he had. Absolutely. So I'm going to stay off it, but I like what's happening in Miami. Don Mattingly ball is definitely catching on. Philadelphia came back down to earth. They're still producing ROI, but staying off it, Pistol Pete.
All right, hit us with another one, Mike Brenner.
Okay, I'm going with the Texas Rangers. Okay, I'm going to do the first half run line, which is probably going to be with Heritage.
Take the Heritage, yeah.
I'm going to take the Heritage opener. Okay, Hamels is on the mound against Oakland's Jesse Hahn.
Yeah, should have a strong start.
I think so, and Hamels is overdue. All right, he gave up 5 runs last time, got a no decision, but that's unlike him, so I think he fixes his little errors. He's got a 1.29 ERA in 2 starts against Oakland, so I like it, and I think the bats will come alive. Fielder's in a slump. He wants to get out of that slump. This team kind of got a little fire in them when they had that big fight. Of course, the second baseman, and you can say his name. I can't pronounce it.
Oh, Rufned Odor.
What is that? The favorite play? Yeah, you love it.
As soon as I saw his name, when I first became aware of it a bunch of years ago, I was like, this is probably going to be one of my favorite players. And everything, all the evidence that has rolled in, all the fights that I've seen.
The guy's going to be in the MMA or something pretty soon. But yeah, he's
Rufned
going to be
Odor.
out. Yep.
But I want to hang with him.
Well, then you do it, Pistol.
Bring him down to Costa Rica.
He fired up that team. This team is ready to go. So I'm going first half run line again. I'll give the Heritage opener. And I'm going to go the full game money line minus 140 if that's still available.
Full game money line. It is, yes, at the Greek. Just barely. Pinnacle's creeping up there. Pinnacle 144, Heritage 143, but one is 140 at the Greek. We can give you that one.
I like that one.
All right, is that all your picks?
No, I got one more,
let's
Pistol Pete. I'm going to put it out there with confidence. I like what Pittsburgh's doing. The Pirates, now's the time where they got to start making a move, and they know that. And this time last year, they were rolling on all cylinders. So I think they're going to find it today. Nicasio pitches very well at home. The Braves are the Braves, and again, I'm not, because the public's all over the Pirates, but I'm not doing that. I'm taking the run line plus 115. Pittsburgh's going to snap out of it today. They're going to just pound the Braves, and I think they'll do it.
I'll tell you what, that was one of my overnight bets. I took them in the -1 line. The line has crept up, though. You know, it's been creeping up. I got it. I think the run line, when I got it, was plus 127. The money line was minus 170. Now it's up to 195, down to my plus 115 at the Chris books.
And so Matt Joyce is hitting the ball like nobody's
I agree with you.
That was a great
All right,
acquisition.
so review your picks, and then I'll finish out my picks.
All right, you got it, Pistol Pete. I'm going with the Tigers today, the full game run line, plus 174. I'm taking Boston on the full game money line, minus 123. And I'm also taking today Texas on the full game money line, minus 140, and the first half run line for the Heritage opener, and I'm going to top it off with another run line winner, Pittsburgh, full game run line plus 115.
All right, and I've given 2 picks, the Mets -1, and I've also given the Baltimore over 9, and now I got a whole bunch of like borderline picks. Maybe I'll just give
Come on, pull the trigger on
one. All right,
one.
why not? All right,
Put it out there.
I'll give Miami on the second half line. Should be about minus 125. I think they'll do that one. I'll give the Chicago Cubs on the second half line. That should be pretty decent. There's another pick for you. I'll give, let's see, what should I do about that Miami-Philly over?
I will do something about it because you've been shaking your head for 3 minutes about it.
Miami-Philly over, and right now I'll take the Greek line, 7 minus 125, 7.5 plus money other place, but 7 minus 125. What else do I want to take here?
Pistol
What
Pete.
else? That's 5. Let's
Fired
see.
up today.
What else do I want to take here? Maybe I'll just stick with those 5.
Okay, well, let's do that and knock them out. How about a sweep of the board?
Yeah, how about sweep the board? And watch out for my Twitter picks, which might include a play on that Yankees-Arizona game. I'm liking that one. Might include a play on the Houston White Sox game.
I
bet the over on that one on the overnight line. I'm leaning to the second. I have a whole bunch of other plays, including
I'll tell you what, buddy, you got a lot going on, Pistol
I got
Pete.
a lot going on, but I'm on top of it. That's what happens when you have 15 games where you're liking a lot of the plays.
It's like a buddy of mine called me from Vegas yesterday. He said, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest." I said, "But by God, I'm keeping up."
All right. Sounds great. And we will be doing the same thing tomorrow for the Wednesday card, so tune in for that.
Go Red Sox.